Everything we do and have done in the seminar series and in our investigation, research and what have you, is to assist people in understanding that they're not in control. In other words, the control issue is more or less a trick of the Western mind. There is a Dr. Anderson, I believe her name is, from San Diego, a neurophilosopher surgeon, who says that the control concept is a trick of the Western mind, that indeed we're never in control. Now, we can influence.
We certainly don't feel in control a lot of times.
That's right, and yet we're trying to be.
Yes, there's always a striving to be in control, and typical phrases are, I'll get control of the situation, or when I get things under control, or... But now you're saying that's impossible?
Yeah, this is a bad counsel, because I've heard it all my life, and I don't think a day goes by when I don't read or hear on television or read the newspaper about getting in control. Control your time, control your attitude, control your behavior, control your money.
Control of your children.
Yeah. And boy, I'll tell you, you show me someone who is control-oriented, and I'll show you someone who's frequently upset, aggravated, and agitated, and frustrated because they're constantly being reminded that they are not in control, that is.
And then you feel inadequate. You feel like there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
That you're not in control.
Exactly. And so it's so unfair. And so, like I say, it's a matter of relinquishing control in order to be in command. Now, that seems just to be a semantical difference, but there's a dramatic difference between the two. For example, one of the illustrations that we make is you couldn't possibly say that a ship's captain was in control of his vessel if it's 300 or 400 miles off course because of a storm.
Right.
But he's still in command of the vessel. Right. You couldn't say that the captain was in control of the vessel if the engines had broken down and weren't running and the screws weren't turning. I mean, that ship is at the mercy of the whims of the wave and wind. There's no question. And so that's not being in control, but he's in command. Or if the crew sickens and is unable to function, he's still in command of the vessel, even though he certainly wouldn't be in control.
So he's constantly making decisions and evaluating what is the best thing to do based on external circumstances.
Exactly. If that captain doesn't throw up his hands in despair, relinquish all of his authority, just give up, that chances are that 9,999 times out of 10,000 that ship's going to reach port, and very probably on time.
Really?
I mean, yeah, because when the authority is exercised, now, granted, the captain has been prepared for that.
Yes. Has
been prepared for it. In other words, he's gone through school, he's studied rocks and shoals and tides and waves and navigation and, you know, astrology and astronomy, I'm sorry. And he's got all that tied up, and so he has a pretty good idea of what to do, some leadership training, and so yes, indeed he is in command. Command's a powerful term. Now you couple that with commission. Now let's write this out for a second here. The command, commission. See, commission's a powerful word too. Typically, it's a frightening word. I know, for example, in the selling industry, someone says you're on commission, and someone goes straight commission, and to them that means no money.
Right.
Well, it's supposed to mean what? More money.
More money.
It means that you are commissioned to represent a product, and therefore you're participating in the profits that are appreciated. And so this is an authority. For example, the power is in the word in this sense, that if you want a portrait done, or a sculpture, you can shop the marketplace and look at artists' work and say, oh, okay, I like this person's work, and so you go and commission them to do your painting. And when they unveil it, if you don't like it, what are you going to have to do anyway? You're going to have to pay them.
Right.
Because if it ever goes to court, you're going to lose because you commissioned the work being done.
So it's a commission goes beyond opportunity.
Oh, yes, my goodness. Yeah, it's authority. So authority, the command, commission.